beat, 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 beat. It was sending like scratch practice, scratch practice, scratch practice, beat.
What's good, everyone? Welcome back to season 3 of Shit Talks. My name is Gabi. I'll be your host for today. And today is a special day. We're here in Bronzeville at the Barnesville Barber Salon. And we're just going to switch it up a little bit today. So I know in the past, we've had some really important but a little bit tough conversations and Shit Talks. And so today, we want to give an opportunity to uplift our neighborhoods and our communities. So, yeah, we're going to get started. Well, first, I just want to say thank you for having us in your space and, welcoming us here. Do you mind telling us your name?
I'm Andre Love. I'm from the Bronzeville area, grew up on South Loop, 21st and State. Went to Phillips, went to Dawson, did all the things, they tell you to do in the community to be an upstanding citizen in your community, I'm still here. I've been here over about 11 years now, cutting hair in the Bronzeville area.
So, to someone who's not from the neighborhood, how would you describe Bronzeville?
Oh, Bronzeville is like a silent jewel in the city because commute-wise, you can get on the bus, go down the South Loop or go to the Hundreds. Lake right here, you got Soldier Field, you got, baseball stadium. It's really like a low-kept secret because, like I said, you can get anywhere in the city. You got the museum, you got the science and industry, you got Navy Pier. There's a lot of stuff happening around here, especially during the summertime. So it's just a real convenient commute area. Like if you want to get around Chicago, it's kind of like you're almost like in the heart of the city right here, on this side of the Sears Tower,
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, it's nice around here. Bronzeville is a nice area. Always have been since like Nat King Cole and other like celebrities that done lived in the Bronzeville area.
What do you think has stayed the same, though?
Oh, I mean, it's still maybe the schools. That's about the only thing the same. The schools.
Really, just the schools?
Because there's more like housing in and around. They still building like more buildings and stuff. So, like it used to be called like the Gap area because it had some gaps around here because it was a fire, like in I want to say like 60s. It was a huge fire. So they started calling it the Gap community, part of Bronzeville. So they've been filling up all these gaps, and all the gaps they filling up, they making $200,000 and $300,000 homes. So, the more the homes go up, it's just with anything else, everything going up. So that's gonna happen with or without us, inflation and things of that nature, So it's really just about keeping up with change, keeping up with the times, And then I don't want to even say it's just more like whoever got the most money can kind of live comfortable in Chicago. That's something that's going on all around the city. It just ain't in Bronzeville. So it's just about keeping up with the speed and what's happening with current events, So I just ain't come from the suburbs or another city and state and just set up. I've been here I've been living in this area, I want to say over 20 years. I first moved in the Hilliard Homes, which is on 21st and State. That's kind of like a landmark. And I moved there when I was like 11 years old. I moved out maybe when I was like 26, but came right back at like 28. And I've been here ever since. If you ain't making no money, you ain't gonna be able to. And I feel like it just ain't the Bronzeville, that's just Chicago in general though.
Yeah.
Ever since the recession happened, I feel like people have been roommating and getting together since '08. So that been happening. It's just getting worse and worse. It's hard, but it ain't nothing new to us. We always been going through this, I feel like, as this black and brown community, we always been going through this. So, but the day we the day we can get financial literacy in order and learn to invest in one another, and I feel like education is a must and mentoring is a must. If we can mentor the kids and make the right investments, it'll be a nice turnout.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the work you do in the community.
Well, I got a nonprofit called Arms Across Chicago, where we feed the homeless and mentor, and there's like a fathers program involved in that, where we just teach fathers on how to talk to their fathers and teach them how to communicate with their sons or their kids. So I feel like once they take the father out of the household, that's like a big piece of the family. Once you take the father out of the household, it's kind of crippled, because you got to have that balance amongst mother and father. That's what kids need to see more nowadays. I feel like that's just a big piece of the puzzle to keep, families intact. Once you get yourself in order, you get your kids in order, and you get your household in order, then you get the community in order. So it's kind of like a system like that. You can't represent the community and get the community order if your household in order, so. Yeah, and I feel like, the shop is one of the pillars of the community. I feel like the shop is no different from the school district, the park district. It's in the community, Yeah. I'm here all day, every day, And like I say, it's different walks of life that come to the shop. We got a lot of professionals that, that come by the shop, and mentors or street cats, whoever you want to call it, or this and that. So it's real diverse, even the clientele or the family that come through the community, through the shop. It's a different, diverse, community of people that come by here.
What are some of your favorite memories in the shop?
Man, just seeing the young guys kind of graduating. Like this, like kind of like luncheon and graduation season. So a lot of them come back, get their haircut, want to take pictures, and glad they graduating. Been coming to the shop ever since they was in 1st grade, 8th grade. It's crazy. I've been cutting up probably it's been about 18 years. So I done have some people graduate out of high school and bring their kids back. So I've been cutting for a long time now. So, but it's a good feeling though. That's probably one of the best feelings, just to see that you kind of help mentor a shorty that's in the check. At barbers, we take on a lot of hats. We mentors, we listen,
Right.
We do this and that. So it's like, by default, we just here to kind of listen and kind of be that vent for people though. A lot of us as men, again, we don't have nowhere to vent to. I was one of them cats with my father was in my life. My mother and father was together. And amongst my friends, my father was like their father. They ain't had their father in their life. So that's how it kind of, yeah. So they looked up to my father. Yeah, that's how it was.
My name is CEO Tribe. I'm from Chicago,
What part?
south side of Chicago, the low end. We in Bronzeville Barber Salon. We barbers, I'm a barber, licensed barber. I've been cutting hair since 2000, I want to say 2002, 2001, since high school. Yeah, I was the kid cutting hair in the locker room.
Oh.
Yeah, $10 cuts and $5 cuts.
Okay.
Yep. But then south side Chicago, home, Bronzeville. Bronzeville, cool, man. It's diverse. It's a lot of good schools in the area. It's a lot of low violence, low crime, believe it or not. And there's just like a lot of mixed families, a lot of working people here. We used to be project buildings, but they tore them down in, 2010, 2011. They tore the last one down from, what's the Hillers? Where the Hillers at? Yeah, from 21st. I'm talking about the builders. They went from 21st to 55th, right? Yeah, they took them all down and put row houses up. Because, I guess before, you didn't get as many different races and different cultures. It was just really just permanently African American, black people. So it's pretty cool to see, different races, different ethnicities and everything. Yeah, growing up as kids, they took the buildings down, and like I said, they took the buildings down in early 2000, like 2010, stuff like that. So, but before that, we used to go to the 17th floor of my project building. And we would watch all the games for free because you can literally see it on field. And the fireworks and everything, it was like 3D right in your face. So that was like one of the most joyous moments of, you know what I mean, living in Bronzeville. It's the fact that we got to see, because I love the White Sox, we got to see all the games just looking off our front porch. You know, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
That's a good childhood memory that I'll never, you know.
Yeah, it sounds beautiful.
Well, you know, the thing about this shop is it's been here my whole life. I've been getting my hair cut here since I was probably 12.
And now you
Younger than that. The owner, Dre, he been cutting my hair since I was maybe 16, you know, like a sophomore freshman. And so it's you know, it's a blessing to actually be cutting in the shop I grew up in. You know, so you can't take that away either. Yeah, Bronzeville, I can't deny it. It got me, you know? Like this, I bleed Bronzeville. What else I'm gonna do?
Right.
Where else I'm gonna go? You know, we got what else we got going on that's entertaining other than the shopping malls. It's a lot of great shopping. It's a lot of, you know, good dog parks. It's a lot of good pet hospitals. I can go on for days.
Do you feel like there's a lot of spaces where like people can like build community though, outside of, you know what I'm saying, like parks and stuff like that?
You mean as
Kind of like
as a
the
community?
barbershop, yeah.
Like everybody together collectively, like all races, you mean?
I mean, not necessarily, just, you know, like, for example, like this is a space, right,
Yeah.
that people have been coming to for years. And like you said, you grew up here, now you work here.
Yeah.
So like this is definitely like a very significant, you know what I'm saying, like,
Yeah, oh, yeah,
business in the
yeah,
neighborhood.
yes,
Like,
ma'am. Yeah,
do you
yeah.
feel like there's other places like that too?
Oh yes, tons of them. But you know, like he was saying earlier about the whole COVID. You know, a lot of people lock the doors and they never open them back up. You know, that's unfortunate. So it's really like off bat we can't really say that because everything's still opening back up. You know, so I can't really say what's thriving, like how we are. But it is a handful of them. Like you can't miss them. All you gotta do is walk up the street, and you will see lines around the corner, and you will know that that's a prominent location. You know, the White Sox, they'll never let us down. You know, I really can't go down other than us. It's not too many. Well, I guess on King Drive, 35th and King Drive, it's this dope art gallery. You should check it out. It's free actually. It's free to the public. It's an art gallery, and you can go in there and you can just browse and see all the different types of art that's hanging up. It's right there on the corner. You can't miss it. We got a dispensary on 35th and King Drive. Yeah.
Let's go.
It's a weed dispensary. Don't too many people know about it. It's new. It's only been up there for like a year and a half. But it's right there. We got a lot of good restaurants. You know, you're gonna eat good. We got a soul food restaurant on the corner on 39th. We got authentic African food on 35th and K Drive. Just go to 35th K Drive. You won't go wrong. You won't go wrong. Yeah. I mean, other than that, we just building. We starting, right? You know what I mean? We starting now, actually. We rebuilding, we rebranding, you know? We rebranding, we standing on our business. Like, for instance, like me, I have a YouTube page, and I'm constantly posting. I'm constantly cutting different hair. You know, I have a car wash and detail spot that I have. It's on Wells Street downtown. And we just standing, you know, like for you guys to come in and, you know, want to interview, I gotta represent for 35th and let it be known that, you know, we standing on business, we rebranding, you know, new faces, but we've been here since you know, Pampers, but we here, we got our notepads, and we want to know your email. Get at us. Growing up, you know, preteen ages, teenage years, you know, young adult years, we used to always get together. And when I say we, I mean the residents. We would get together, we would have like tremendous block parties. Like we was like legendary block parties. And we haven't done that in a while. We haven't, so it'll be dope. It'll be nice to recreate that, you know, bring the community back out. Free music, free food, you know, free live performance, live band, live DJ. and you know, let the kids have fun. Free haircuts, put the tents up, get the haircuts going. Like that's what we did. That's what we did. You know, but you know, those older guys, they not in the position no more. You know, they got families and everything, so they really not the ones to. So that's what you gotta look on to the new generation. It's our time to start doing those types of things. So look forward to that. You know, look forward to block parties. Look forward to safe events, because that's all we did coming up was safe events. Nothing never was stopped. You know, we never had to have anything stopped. Everybody got home safe, and we talked about it for weeks. So that's what we got to do. We got to bring back those memory-making events. You know, things that you hold dear. You know, like family. So that's what it starts with us. You can follow my YouTube page if you don't mind. You can follow my YouTube page at CEO Tribe Media Channel. CEO Tribe Media Channel.